Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. Welcome back to the next installment of Betrayal in Antara. I am quite looking forward to this episode because, in case you are just now joining us, we have finally made it to a new town, Isten. We've done a lot of backtracking through T-Core, all the areas of Chapter 2, but we have come through the mountains, and here we are in a whole new world. And I, for one, don't dare close my eyes because there are a lot of little places up here that I'm looking forward to exploring. I don't know how far over to the east this chapter is going to take us, but I can't wait to find out. There's a lot to do here in Isten before we even get started going anywhere else. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. I think that in addition to one of our side quests being here, one of our main quests is here too, because we have a lady living in this area whose son went off to join the shepherds. And of course we're trying to find the shepherds' headquarters, so hopefully she will be here. We'll be able to easily find her and she will have some more information for us. But we're going to start with the temple. Watch your eardrums, because you know how that choral music sometimes gets really loud, and this is already kind of a loud game. Thankfully, the temples of Sinedrin are quieter than the temples of Henna or Kor. Oh, hey! Okay, Sister Sinena. Now, recall from our last episode, and of course, if you did not get to see that episode, head over to my YouTube channel, and the entire playlist is there where you can watch previous episodes of all my games, including Betrayal in Antara. Sister Sinena is the one who was communicating with that brother of Kor about his daughter being there. Yes, exactly. Now, she is not the one who is the mother of the little girl, but she is the one who took over writing to the brother of Kor after the other sister died. Something happened to her. We don't know if it was the pox or what got her, but unfortunately she passed. And so Sister Sinena was the one who wrote after that. So Sister Sinena greeted them. "Welcome, friends. This is a sanctuary for travelers, a way station to rest, pray, and restore your spirits and bodies for the journey ahead. If you need healing, one of the other sisters will assist you." Okay, and she doesn't say anything else, so I'm wondering maybe we need to show her the letters. Here we go. Who needs help? Aren? The amount of the donation is commensurate with the length of the healing session. Well, we're actually fine at the moment, so we're not poisoned or anything. So let's see, who is carrying those letters? I think Aren has them. Yes. Yes, so here we go. Kiaran was the name of the brother of Kor, and the name of the little girl who was born to them was... what is it? Anna. There we go. And Alethea, or Alethea, depending on how you choose to pronounce it, is the one who... she was the mother who passed. So, I went in there to get the letters and started storytelling and forgot.
I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, I probably need to be in conversation with her. Here we go. There we go. Now we can just pass them directly to her. Here we go. Okay. Sister Sinena took the blood-stained packet of letters. "What's this?" she asked. "We found these letters on the body of a brother of Kor. He was killed by Jaegers." Oh! Okay, now see, I saw the blue on that robe, and I was convinced that that was a dead sister of Sinedrin. That didn't look like a brother of Kor to me. I don't know if the sprites got mixed up or if I got mixed up. Man, killed by Jaeger. Okay, so he was mauled to death by mountain lions. The sister glanced at the writing. "Oh, dear Sinedrin, mother of us all. Tragedy has befallen this poor family in triple fold. I awaited Brother Kjaran's coming with much sorrow in my heart, as poor little Anna was taken from us at the beginning of this moon. The pox swept through the temple, claiming many from our ranks, even as we fought to heal others. Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. So the reason that the dead person in question had all of the letters is because that was the dad coming from the Temple of Kor. Because Senena had written with him, and he had written back that he was going to come back and get Anna personally and take her to live with her grandmother, Alethea's mother, who is an aristocrat. Oh, man. And then the feeble pox went through the temple, and apparently Anna died from it. Wow. William shook his head sorrowfully. Perhaps it's best Kjaran died as he did, rather than have the joy of reunion drowned in tears. Sister Senena sighed. Perhaps. Who are we to judge the Trione's will? It was good of you to return these letters. Let me repay your kindness. Anna's grandmother sent this gem to pay for supplies for Anna's journey. Please accept it. Despite his protests, the sister pressed the stone into William's hand. I will pray for your safe travels. Thank you, sister. Wow. Yeah. Indeed, that's very sad and grim. Wow. I hate that. I thought that we were, I wasn't looking forward to an escort quest, but I thought that we were going to have a little bit more to do. And I'm sorry that we don't, and that's the reason. Let's go ahead and explore the rest of Isten. Maybe we'll find something happier. A long-nosed, short-sighted woman rocked and knitted on her front porch. William examined her face. Does she look familiar to you, Aren? Aren took a closer look. I think so, but I can't place where. William approached the porch. Excuse me, ma'am, but you look familiar. Have we met? The woman spoke in time with the rapid clicking of her knitting needles. I don't recognize you, but now that my eyes are going, sometimes I don't even recognize my cat. If we were in Waterfork, I'd say I was my sister, but we aren't, so I suppose I'm not. Aha. William worked around his confusion. We're travelers passing through town. The woman interrupted. Apparently she interrupted like a grulf because there are 3 R's, so she interrupted. Her needles gathering speed until they moved in a blur of light. Okay. Oh, strangers, is it? Well, you've come to the right place to learn everything you need to know about Isten. Yes, indeed, the stories I could tell. Such as? Aren prompted. Oh, I'm sure you're not interested in the doings of common folk such as myself. But let me tell you, Isten has its fair share of nobles. Lord Lytton, for instance. Now, he's always up to something. Balls, parties, casino nights at the club. The woman dropped a stitch, cursed, and picked it up again. Even as we speak, Lord Lytton is planning a special performance at the amphitheater. By invitation only, of course. Everyone who's anyone will be there, as well as quite a few who probably aren't anyone, but who happen to know the right people. I myself received a ticket, you know. Oh, yes, I have plenty of influence in my own ways. I locked up the ticket nice and safe inside the chest Lord Axton gave me. It's probably still there, too. I doubt the thieves who took my chest have the wit to open it. Oh. I think that means that the ticket we have is hers. Someone stole her chest with the tickets inside and then dumped it at the edge of town, I guess, because they couldn't get it open. Ooh, yeah, I'm just gonna gloss past that. William interrupted the continuous flow of chatter by putting his foot down on the chair's rocker. The motion stopped abruptly, as did the woman's knitting. Speechless for the moment, she stared up at him in surprise and expectation. That's all fascinating. We were wondering if, perhaps, you knew anything about a a club called the Shepherds. The knitting began again, the needles clicking like a couple of bad-tempered click beetles. Ah, it's the latest rage among the young men of wealth and social standing. I see them swaggering about the town in their capes and swords. Quite dashing they look. I understand even Maria Liana's son has taken up with them. Of course you know who she is. Just the most famous actress in all of Antara, that's all. Yes, I've heard of her. William motioned to Aren to prepare for a quick exit. Pointing across the street, he exclaimed, "Say, aren't those shepherds over there? It looks like they're about to duel." As the gossip cried, "Where? Where?" and twisted her neck to see, Aren and William made good their escape. I mean, yeah. Just a little while ago. So, like, good advice. Maybe don't, talk too freely about this, perhaps? To just anyone that you meet? Question mark? And let's see. Did we already visit this shop? I can't remember if we poked our heads in here at the end of the last stream. I think that we did, because I remember there being yellow eye and animal pelts. So, we have a ruby. Unfortunately, we have nowhere to sell the ruby. We also did pick up this thawing belt, which apparently is a consumable item, or at least an item with a certain number of uses, that resists cold damage, or perhaps brings an end to the frozen condition, something like that, which we haven't encountered cold damage yet, but that means that we're probably about to, so it's a good thing that we have also picked up 4 of these sapphire shield stones in our journeys. So now, one of you left a comment on the YouTube upload saying that I should probably start using oil a little bit more. And you know what? You're right, because this just adds fire damage to a weapon. So that actually might not be a bad investment. I am going to go ahead and do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. Okay, I'm going to leave it for the moment, but I am at some point in the near future going to purchase some oil, because that bonus damage will help, I think, in some of these nasty fights we've been getting into, particularly considering that the enemies are starting to have the same amount of defense and armor that we do, like they're dropping plate mail and chain mail and stuff like that. And I don't think that fire damage is going to be resisted by that, which is one of the reasons why it's important. The coat of arms on the door panel signified it was a Jaeger house. William's knock was answered by a disheveled man in his shirt sleeves. He blinked in the sunlight, running his hand through his thick curly hair, and William asked, "Excuse me, but is your master at home?" The man smiled. "I am the master here, young sir. Ben Stafford, at your service." William blushed and returned the noble's smile with one of his own. "Oops. Sorry. It's just that one doesn't expect a lord to answer his own door. Especially not one who looks like he's been polishing the silver, is that it? But this is how I work." Lord Stafford laughed. "Well, you're a welcome distraction from my writing. I confess I'm a terrible procrastinator who welcomes any excuse to put aside my treatise for even a few minutes." The noble escorted them into his study, a book-lined, leather-bound room smelling pleasantly of pipe tobacco and single malt scotch. Ah, the smell of classism. Aren glanced at the pile of papers and open books on the desk. "What are you working on, my lord?" "It's a treatise on the Antaran political system. Have you an interest in government affairs?" Aren was trying to think of a polite way to say "not really" when William cut in. "Oh, yes. My father, the governor of Pionda." "Ah, you're a son of the House of Escobar." "The youngest son, yes." Lord Stafford thrust a sheaf of papers at William. "Then read this. I think you'll find it fascinating." Okay. Oh, something went up. What leveled up, I wonder? William perused the treatise. The Shira Its structure and inner workings. Policies regarding bribes and services rendered. Favors, dealings and double dealings, triple dealings, diplomacy, negotiating tactics, and blackmail. William raised his eyebrows. You're not pulling your punches here. Aren't you afraid of getting into hot water? The noble took the papers back, squaring the stack before replacing it on his desk. I'll be publishing anonymously, if I can find someone to print it, that is. Oh, thanks for letting me look it over. I have to admit it doesn't surprise me, but it did fill me in on some details. Good luck finding a publisher, especially now that we seem to be on the brink of war. Everyone should know what the Shira is up to behind our backs. I agree. And now I suppose I should get back to work, though I'm reminded of the words of the famous geologist and author John Moraine. He compared the task of writing to the progress of a glacier. Just one eternal grind. Isn't that the truth? Let's see, what leveled up? Oh, haggling. His haggling went up by 7 points. Yeah, 7 points in haggling. Wowee. That's not bad at all. What does that make him? I can't believe that his haggling is still only 30 after all this time. Honestly, I need to take that off and tick something else for real. Probably... Man, maybe scouting? See, because I was foolish before and I thought, well, you know, we don't need to worry about everybody having high ranks in scouting because it automatically uses the highest rank that you have and it's not a big deal. And Kalen has been, you know, taking care of that for us. And then, of course, we got deprived of Kalen, so... Aren's knock was answered by a charming man. Literally. He introduced himself. I am the mage Darvostan. Let me guess. He smirked at Aren. I know, you want me to use my powers of persuasion to influence a woman. That's it, isn't it? A beautiful woman who's caught your eye and bewitched your heart. Aren blushed. No, sir. Yeah, he's not interested in girls. Darvostan turned his attention to William. I see that you don't need any help in that department. And perhaps you have a father whose stern disapproval you wish to temper. Okay, so... Like... I'm deliberately reading into this, but, I mean, you're reading along with me, right? Like... Oh, no, I don't need your help with a beautiful woman. Looks at William. Ah, I see. Yeah, you definitely don't need my help in that department. Well, then maybe you have an angry dad who disapproves of you having this hot boyfriend. William's interest was aroused. Oh, Lord, did you have to use that word? You can do that? The mage preened his mustache. But of course, did I not already tell you that I am Darvostan? Suddenly uneasy, Aren asked, Are you saying you can control people with magic? Not exactly. I merely suggest to a certain person that he or she responds favorably to my client. I admit my suggestions can be most persuasive. The effect is temporary, but it usually lasts long enough to achieve the desired result. The mage winked and leered. I'm glad that immediately the question was raised of like, how ethical is mind control? And like nobody's happy about it. I'm usually busy dawn to dusk when the shear is in session, but now is my slow season. I'm sure there must be something I can do for you too. Aren swallowed hard. I'm a mage myself of sorts. I'd very much like to learn your charming power. Will you teach it to me? The mage dazzled Aren with his smile. Of course, and it will only cost you 200 burlas. What a steal! Oh man. Aren broke out in a cold sweat. He heard himself saying, Only 200 burlas? You can't expect to survive if you charge such outrageously low prices. The mage shrugged agreeably. Well, if it'll make you feel better, how about 300 burlas? Aren felt nauseous. What? And And know I was cheating you? I wouldn't dream of insulting your talents by paying any less than 400 burlas. Take it or leave it. The mage surrendered gracefully. All right, if you insist. 400 burlas, but not a penny more. Okay, so this asshat just used his powers on us, is what happened here. Well, I wonder if maybe if we leave and come back, if there's some way perhaps that we could reduce the casting price? Because we only have like 400 burlas. Well, so far, every time that we have purchased training from a mage, it has been worth it. Now, the 200 burlas I think would definitely be worth it, because they tend to give you like 5 to 7 points for free in maybe like one area of magic, but there have been times when we've gotten, like 5, 6, 7, 10 points in 2 or 3 different schools all at the same time. Maybe this is just it catching up with us. Our only options are to pay him or leave, so what do you think we should do? Should we take him up on his obviously charmed offer? No, we do not. We don't know charm magic yet. And so I don't know for sure if that is like a school of magic we've already unlocked, such as self or ally or something like that, or if it's going to unlock a new school of magic that will teach us new spells. So it could be a bonus to something we already have, but if it's not, especially if it is unlocking a new discipline, 400 burlas is probably worth it. I hate to run out of money, but there's also no inn here for us to stay at. Like we need to sell things anyway. So, shall we take it? I mean, that's true. Alright, well then, let's buy. The mage cheerfully accepted the money. In no time, he showed Aren the secret of his charm. As the companions departed, William noted that Aren looked a little woozy. Aren shook his head to clear it. I'm not exactly sure what happened back there, but my head's still ringing. Oh, man. Okay, hey. Oh, wow, and our spellcasting went up by like 5 points, too. Hey, now that is definitely worth it. Okay, area, light, those went up before anyway, so... Ooh. Okay, wow, this was definitely worth it. Check this out. So we got a 5-point bonus to cause. We got 30 points in the magic school of magic. The broad spectrum of arcane forces. And 25 points in charm. Okay, persuasion, influence, and domination of others. Wow. Wow. And all for the low, low price of literally all of our money. But you're right, though. You're right. We find floor cash. You don't often find floor training. I really am going to have to, like, go back and get some of that armor and weaponry that we left behind and sell it, though. Whew-wee. Especially because we don't have a lot of room to just carry things around. I'm going to have to break down when we find in the right shop, sell some of our potions and stuff. Oh, yeah, let's check and see, actually. Okay, yes, we've got charm, we've got magic on here, but nothing else is lit up, just area, electricity, and create. So it looks like we're going to need a few more ranks before we have anything other than lightning storm. That's 81% done, so... Man, we're going to have to choose... What the heck? You can right-click on this? Okay, well, I'm less flabbergasted now because you can't right-click on everything. I was like, how's the game been hiding that from me this whole time? Okay, but apparently it's just this, because this is one of those houses where, like, you go in and this is all that's in there. Okay, well, free money. I hate to leave a free whetstone behind, but we don't really need it right now. And then this is 3 doses of Essence of the Wind, and we have 5. We've been using that potion a lot, though, on William, haven't we? Oh, man. Okay, we can always drop it again. I'm going to take this and have Aren carry it. And that will just... Oh, come on. Come on. Well, we probably don't need that anymore. Come on. Here. That diamond. Now you can carry it. Okay, that is it. Our inventory is full except for one thing right there. One space. Well, but at least we have everything. We're not leaving anything behind. And I'll feel better because now I know I can swig those Essence of the Wind potions with William, and we will have some more. That's a bad place for that tree, homeowner. Oh, look at this guy with the Jaeger pin. Huh. Oh, I bet this is Lord Lighton. The man's jeweled pin identified him as a Jaeger. He looked down his nose at the dusty, ragged pair on his doorstep. William began, "Excuse me, my lord. Do you have..." And the Jaeger interrupted, calling to his wife inside the house. "Melinda, darling, it's another peasant at the door. Do you have any..." "Oh, thank you, dear. You've got such a soft heart." Turning back to William, he said, "Here you are. I'm afraid it's the best we can do for you." William protested, "But, my lord..." "Now, take it and be off with you. Oh, and next time, use the back door, would you mind? Ta." The Jaeger closed the door. William looked down at the leg of lamb in his hand and turned to Aren, speechless. Aren's suppressed giggles bubbled over into gales of laughter. "Come on, William. I think we've loitered on his lordship's doorstep long enough. Or doorstep. After all, we don't want him to think we peasants are ungrateful." Wow. Is there a back door? That one guy's house did have one. No? Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Another abandoned cottage. Ooh, and this one has an armorer's hammer and some rope. Well, we don't need that. Let me just do this right here. Okay. Oh, hey. Check this out. Another chest. A large locked normal chest with no obvious traps. What about unobvious traps? Yeah, it kind of is a little bit. Like, I took it... I split it with Kalen, you know, in case we needed to repair his bow. But the fact is, between the two of them, like, since it is just Aren who is already a spellcaster, and William has been running melee interference, and he's not really been shooting. Now, he has shot a couple of times, but only a couple of times? So, like, I kind of agree with you. The bowstring I don't want to throw away because you never know when you're going to need that. Like, that's an important item to repair it all the way. But also, you don't need both, I guess. Like, if it's degraded bad enough to use a bowstring, then the beeswax wouldn't help anyway. So it may be time to start thinking about getting rid of that. I wish we could find a bag that we could bring with us or something. And honestly, these regular arrows are kind of starting to feel like a wasted slot too. I've been hanging on to all of these arrows because they were more precious than gold in the first 2 chapters. There was nowhere to buy them, and we only found them in treasure chests, not even on enemies. But now we have 15 poisoned arrows and 24 Grulf arrows, and as I said with the beeswax, he's not shooting anything anyway, so, like, maybe we could free up some space by getting rid of these and that, perhaps. Well, we will see. First things first. Oh, I need to unlock this. Oh, wait a second. This is his ring of welcoming. Let me put this on and try again. Oh, well. I guess I don't have to go out of his backpack, do I? There we go. Well, we can certainly try. Here's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that shovel with 6 uses and take the one with 8. Oh boy, another new item. We aren't carrying any torches because he has the moonlight spell. So I'm going to leave that. These attractors too I've not been using as much, and I feel like maybe those, like, you have to use those on a shield. We had indications of that earlier, but we haven't tested it, so I don't know. Okay, well, anyway, a frost band. Oh. The frigid gold band with lapis inlay resisted all attempts to slip it over his wrist. William was puzzled until he spied the engraving on the inner surface. Down, then up, slide on a blade, to winter's frost a link be made. Lousy poetry, but he got the idea. Okay, so this is a sleeve for your weapon that will add ice damage to it. Oh man. Well, we didn't have room for the oil. I would like to take that with us, though, in case we need it. Tell you what. We can always come back here. Let's leave these arrows. And this beeswax. And anything else? These dervish discs have done, like, jack shit for us. I think. Because I still don't know what magic they're supposed to add, but it's supposed to be defensive magic. And I have not noticed a difference when we have broken these in combat. We still get hit the same amount, and we still take the same amount of damage when we do. So I don't know what these dervish discs are really supposed to be for. So, in the interest of creating space, I'm going to leave those as well. That frees up some space. I'll go ahead and give that to William because he's the one using them anyway. Well, that's a little bit better. And then we'll take this with us. And there we go. Okay. So now we will know. And I'll make a note here. There we go. So that's got some of our stuff in it, and we can always come back for it. Now let's look around here and make sure that we didn't miss anything else. I want to see if there are any other chests or any dig spots hereabouts. There was one chest right over here, but we got it. Okay. That dig spot we hit as well.
Shh. Listen. I thought I heard pebbles falling, like someone missed his footing.
Oh, of course. Of course there's an ambush on the way to the theater. Well, let's get to it then. Oh. It's just massliths. Well, let's see. Okay, what are we focusing on right now? Area, water, self and ally, resist, and movement. We have some spells that we know about. Like there's the Quicksilver spell, which seemed to be a haste spell. And that's one of the reasons I have movement ticked, is because I think it's going to come from that. Then there was also Emulsify. And I'm not sure if that's going to be like a water spell or what. That was like a damage over time enchantment. So we'll have to figure out where those are at. Okay, well, let's use what we've got. Shove, Unseeing Eye. I really should be using the armor spell more. And honestly, I should be using Aren more overall. I think one of you mentioned that in the like in the YouTube comments. There's no reason not to spend him almost all the way down to dead pretty much every battle, because we're going to rest again anyway. And we're not on a time limit. So, you know, let's just go ahead and... There we go. That'll keep him from getting hurt, hopefully. Smack. One of these days we'll get a spell that increases, like, melee damage and stuff, too, and then we'll really be set. Oh, I can't believe that little guy didn't go down. Okay, see that? He actually got hit, but the armor light spell protected him. It was like a shield. Okay, so I guess it gives you like a block chance rather than just increasing your defense skill, perhaps. Good to know. Two down. Now, the one time that I actually want them to hit Aren, and of course they won't. He's got 4 stamina. I've been trying, like, I guess I've been working too hard to save his stamina in combat, even at the same time that I've been talking about how much I need to rely on his magic. So maybe I just need to budget differently. So there we go. Self and ally went up by 1. And resist went up because we used the armor spell. Oh, and that's right. Makes sense. Okay. Now, these things are not... Yeah, they never have anything on them. Huh. I'm wondering if we need to attend this show with those tickets, or if it's going to be like, should we give them back to the old lady, perhaps? Because they belong to her? Like, did the game tell us that because we have the option? And if so, which one should we pick? Nothing back here? Really? Nothing at all? I'm kind of disappointed. Huh. Yeah, I'll repair and check our spells and stuff here before I enter into another conversation.
That doesn't work.
Oh. It was me. I was the buffoon. Need to use a whetstone to repair your weapon, probably. Probably. Okay. Now, spells. Yes, our spell is finished. And check this out. Now we have access to some more. Because movement finally reached 10 points. And that's usually when you unlock like your first spell that you can research. Oh boy, we've got some real choices now. Okay, so let's see. Damage. Okay, so detect, remove, and movement all go dark, but we still have cause, area, and range. So let's see. Area. Oh, and range went dark. So we have... Okay, so damage, area, and cause are going to teach us Swarm. Damage, range, and cause. There's the Emulsify spell. Okay. And then movement. Ooh, look at this. Movement, area, and detect. Spelunker's Star. Spelunker, that implies some kind of, like, cave-based spell. Movement, remove, range, tortoise bind. Oh, okay, that's gonna lock enemies in place. Okay, so we can do these in any order. So, which do y'all think sound the most interesting? We know what Emulsify does. It is some sort of dot. Damage over time spell, single target. Tortoise Bind seems like a slow spell or something that is going to root targets to a specific hex. Swarm. That was damage and area. Okay, so it looks like that is just another AoE. Perhaps an AoE dot? We don't know. And then Spelunker's Star. I have no idea what that could be. If we didn't already have Moonglow, I would think that maybe that was some kind of like a light spell for indoors, like in caves and things, but Moonglow works everywhere. It doesn't magically, go off when you step through the door of a cave or something. So, Spelunker's Star. That's movement, area, and detect. Okay, so you're detecting movement in an area. Maybe that's like an early warning spell? Yeah, it could be that too. That was another thought. Maybe it's like a compass spell? Oh, you know what? When you are on the regular map out here, of course, it's just all revealed to you. Like, as soon as you step onto a piece of the map, you can see everything that is on this section. But whenever you go into a cave, you have to uncover it as you go. It starts out with sort of fog of war, and the black is cleared off of the map as you travel along it. I wonder if maybe that's what Spelunker's Star does, is that it reveals the map to you inside of a cave area. Huh. That could be it. Okay, well, all of those are interesting, so let's pick one. And it also looks like, assuming that there's not going to be a drop down or a scroll bar on this screen, it looks as though we have 3 more schools of magic to unlock. I can't wait to see what they are. Yeah, some sort of, yeah, exactly, sonar. Alright, well, we're just wandering around right now anyway. How about we try that one? There we go. We'll start with Spelunker's Star, and we'll see what it does, and then we'll come back to the others. Okay. The ticket taker snapped aside the box office curtain in response to William's insistent knock. You're early. The show's not for a while yet. We like to get good seats, William replied dryly. Let me see your tickets, please. The man waited expectantly. Okay, so before I hand over the tickets, should we try to go back and give them to the old lady and see what happens, or should we just go ahead and use them here? What do y'all think? Because if we use them here, we're not going to have them anymore, which means that if we have the option to give them back, that's probably going to be lost. Now, I'm guessing we need to get into the play to see that actress so that we can talk to her about her son who joined the Shepherds, and that will help to advance the main story. That's one of the reasons we're in Esten in the first place. But who knows? So, what do you think? Should we try to give them back, or should we say screw it and we'll just go ahead? I'll let y'all pick. Because it's very probable, if the game wants us to do things this way, then we probably can't give them back to the old lady anyway. I just know that if we give them to the ticket taker, that option is off the table if you do want to explore it. Yeah, that's probably, that's what I'm thinking. This seems like the game going like no, this is what we need to do because this is what we came here for. But all right, we'll skip it then, and let's just go ahead and hand them over. That clears up some more inventory space too. Like, oh gosh, why is there not a backpack item? There should be like a bag of holding, kind of like Dungeon Siege style or something, where it's an item in your inventory even, but when you click on it, it has more slots or a second backpack screen on the inside. The man took the tickets and snapped the curtain closed again. Moments later, William and Aren heard the amphitheater door unlock. Oh, over here. Okay. There we go. Cool. What is this? Is this a light, or did somebody bring their own cushion? Doesn't look like we can talk to any of these people. Okay, so... Go. I don't see anywhere else we can click on or investigate except for this. So, this looks like it leads backstage, perhaps? Which is where we want to go. So we'll just go ahead and click here.
Oh, my dears, so sweet of you to come to see me. By the three faces, but you're a gorgeous young man, aren't you? I'll bet the young women cling to you like moss to a boulder.
Well, I do all right, I guess. We just wanted to tell you how much we admire your work.
Well, okay. Very flirty. Aren's just like, he's taken.
We met another admirer of yours recently. He said you might be able to tell us something about the shepherds.
My son, Simon. Do you know Simon? No? Pity he's a charming boy. You'd like him. Where was I? Oh, yes. Simon ran around with the shepherds for a while. They're a bunch of young idealists, full of romantic notions about changing the world. Ah, youth.
Okay, so she doesn't seem to realize, like, what the shepherds are really up to. But it also sounds like maybe Simon came back. Which is great, because then maybe if we can find him, he'll know where their headquarters are.
You say Simon is no longer with the shepherds?
My Simon is such a passionate boy. Never toes the water, just plunges in head first. He gets his impulsive nature from me, of course. I thought he'd really found his niche with the shepherds. But no, eventually he grew bored with even those charming free spirits.
Where is he now?
He's up and joined the children of all things. Now he's dedicated his life, at least this year of it, to the divine patron of the theatrical arts. Isn't that just too deliciously ironic? His last letter was addressed from Durst in Old Chuno. He said he was delighted to be on the frontier, and that being so close to the waste was one big adventure.
Okay, and we know that Durst is over to the east.
I can't believe Simon is a son of mine. To be happy out there in the middle of nowhere at all. There's not a proper theater in all of Juneau. Although I suppose I do understand the mystique, the aura, if you will, of living so close to the waste. I did a play about that just last season. It was entitled The Mana of Love.
Sounds, fascinating.
They said of my performance, Maria Liana plays the tragic part of Ciara the Mage to perfection. I laughed, I sighed, I wept real tears as she... Oh, never mind that. I wasn't at my best for that one, even though the critics raved. It's a lovely story, though. Ciara summons up a beast from Etheria and falls in love with him. Since Etherians don't survive long in our world, the beast soon begins to die. As a pledge of her love, Ciara opens a rift into Etheria and takes the beast back to his universe. This noble act is too much for her, and I die quite beautifully in the third act. My farewell speech ran 15 minutes and brought the house down every time.
Okay. I kind of dig this character. And her voice actress is quite good as well. Okay, nothing else on that front?
We must be on our way now, Madame Maria Liana. Thank you for the pleasure of your company.
Oh, my dear young man, the pleasure was all mine. If you happen to be in Durst, please give my love to my son Simon. No, that won't do. Tell him he has my enduring affection and undying love, 1,000 kisses and twice as many hugs. With that, he'll have no doubt that the message is genuine.
He will definitely know that it came from you. Okay. Probably not going to be able to get back in here, so I'm just double checking that we did not miss anything. It doesn't seem like it. And I can't think of anything in our inventories that we have here that we need to give to her. So... okay. Cool. Now let's see here. Durst. Okay, so Durst is right over there. I'm guessing that this empty space right here, kind of in the middle, perhaps is the wastes. Or it could be like this whole area here. Alright, so this state is whatever, and then this is, like, I guess the border, and along here it becomes Old Chuno. So, we know where we need to head next in order to advance the plot, which means, of course, that our next stop is Everton, because we're absolutely not going to Durst first. Not and risk having the chapter advance on us before we've gotten to explore all of these different towns. Exactly, so you get it. That's how it is in RPG. You know, like, you know that the boss fight is down this corridor, so you have to go down all of the other corridors to make sure that you cleared out the dungeon, right? Okay. I don't think that there is anything else here that we have missed or that we need to explore, I guess? I mean, we looked around here for other chests and things like that and didn't find anything. So, that's a dig spot. It's another bead chest. Of course, that's where we're kind of keeping our stuff, so. And yeah, I apologize for the delay. I wish there was something else that, something I could do about it, but bandwidth do be like that, though. That Twitch delay. Okay, well, onward then. Okay. I'm gonna head back. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Is this another? We've not, oh yeah, this is a new one. Oh hey. Cool. Another bead chest. We've not found this one. Okay, let's see. I love the mysterious chest music. Okay, how are we gonna conquer this bad boy? We need a white, a green, and a yellow. We have white, 2 greens, and a red. So, let's see. Look over these combinations here and what we can already make. If we drop a red and a white, that's going to give us a lot more to work with. So let me start there, because we can always reset it. Okay. So now, let's see. We can always do a blue, yellow, and green to get back 2 reds. We need a white one, though. We only need 1 yellow and 1 green, so if I get rid of these, then we'll have 1 of everything we need, and then a white and 2 blues. So let's see. That'll give us a red and a yellow. That's an awful lot of yellow. So let's do blue, blue, yellow, yellow. Yellow and a red. Give us this. Let's see what we can do. Because we don't have any red. These don't have a reset leather like the other ones, which I hate. Because I feel like I've overcomplicated this. You have to, like, cancel and then go back in, and then that resets the puzzle. But that's fine, we just get to listen to the music again. Okay. Yeah, I think that you're right, and I think I was on the right track here. So let's see, this is going to give us 2 yellows, 2 greens, and 2 blues. So if I drop a yellow and a green, that should give us yellow, green, white, white, blue, blue. Okay, so then if I drop a yellow, a green, and a blue, that should give us 2 reds, a blue, and 2 whites. So then we drop the red, and the blue will give us 2 green. Okay, there we go. And then if we drop, yes, and then we do the red, the green, and the white, and that'll give us the yellow. There we go. We did it, yay. Okay, cool. An emerald, which is, that's the first that we've seen of those in a while, because the only other emerald that we have gotten was the one that we received as a gift back in Waterfork, and then we lost that one, of course, when we put it into the eye socket of the statue in Ravenna. Is this open? What I'm going to do is just to kind of consolidate things. I'm going to go back over to this other chest where we know that we've got some stuff already. And I'm going to put... There we go. That in there. Because those have been no good to us whatsoever. Oh, and let me save that so I don't have to do that again. Just in case. What do y'all sell? I don't remember if we came in here or not, actually. I don't think we did. Oh, hey, okay, I'm glad that we came back here. William approached the nobleman. Excuse me, my lord. Are you Lord Lighton? The lord lit a cheroot and affirmed his identity. William and Aren sat down at the card table. My friend and I would very much like to attend the play this evening. Can you perchance spare a pair of tickets? Okay. I wonder if maybe this is an alternate way to get in, perhaps, if you don't find the other ones? Lord Lighton deftly shuffled a deck of cards. No, perchance I could not. I have many friends, each of whom wishes to see Maria Liana at her finest. Why should I give you 2 strangers preferential treatment over my cherished confidants, most of whom owe me money? No, I enjoy the spectacle of watching my debtors squirm in their seats far too much to relinquish even a pair of tickets. William looked at the card table littered with glasses, sandwich plates, and cigar butts. He saw the neat stacks of burlas by the lord's elbow and changed tactics. I see you've Cleaned everyone out, he added, or he said, nodding toward the coins. Do you play, sir? The Lord's eyes lit with interest. Fancy yourself lucky? The stake's 75 burlas a hand. Oh, that's the Lord saying that. Okay, I thought that was William. No, that's fine. We don't need to gamble with him, so that's an alternate way to get the tickets if you don't find the chest or if you cannot solve the lock. And this fine establishment is selling wine, meat pies, and roast chicken, none of which we need. Alright. Back along the road. Let's go, let's go. The intersection is not that far over this way. Let's go ahead and keep an eye out. No spell being researched currently. Okay, we learned Spelunker's Star. Yeah, and there's still no cheese. I really want to get some cheese and take it back to Chorus Landing. Okay, let's see. Let's do Tortoise Bind next, I think, because a stopping spell is something that would have been useful many times over. Now, oh, look at that. It does look like a map. I think we called it. Oh, I can't even click on it to see what it does. So I bet that it only works in caves. Probably. Hence, spelunkers. Ooh. Ooh. No bueno. No me gusta. Okay, let's get you out of there, Aren. What the? Oh, no. Did I somehow click on that hex instead of attacking that guy? That must have been what it is. Okay, well, none of them are facing Aren, so he can cast a spell. Man, if William was there and those two positions were swapped, this would be a great place for a burning barricade, but, since it appears not... Oh, but we haven't gotten to try Lightning Storm. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so it's a single casting cost, 30 stamina, creates an electrical storm until the end of combat. Lightning bolts from this storm may strike any metal-wielding enemy for 25 points per strike. Okay. Oh, wow. So you just cast this one time and it lasts the entire battle, and just like every round, it hits somebody, it hits a bad guy for 25 points of damage. Oh, wow. And that's great because, of course, a single lightning bolt deals 40 points of damage, but it costs 12 a pop. So if you do this, you're paying 30 for less damage per hit, but you're going to get one like basically every round. Let's try that and see how it works. Awesome. Love it already. You love to see it. Hey. He is now. It's the only spell we're casting from now on. Oof, oof, big oof. Oh no. Oh no, he's not carrying any Sen water. William has it all. Oh no. Well, this might be a good time to use this. Aren seized the chain in both hands and yanked hard. The endmost link came free and immediately dissolved into a purple stream of energy which wrapped itself in a loop around he and his comrades. When the stream dissipated, Aren felt somehow still linked to his companions. Okay. Oof. Big oof. So William is going to be taking his damage, hopefully. Come on, go down. Of course, he's not going to hit anybody with that few hit points. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, but I did see him take some damage, so it looks like what happens is someone else, like maybe the damage is divided evenly between all party members, because he got hit for 12, I'm guessing, because William took 6 and he took 6. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish this battle, and then I'll load it and refight it. And all we need to remember to do is we have to give William's Send Water to Aren. Oh, that guy's a mage. That's why he's not getting hit by any of the lightning bolts. We're going to load it anyway. Yeah, I think so. I think it was 6 each. Okay. Let me go ahead and... You take this Send Water here.
Something startled those birds. Be careful.
Ooh, awesome. Even better this time. Well done, Aren. Now they won't get a surprise round on us. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead, and that worked really well. So I'm going to go ahead and cast another one this time. And then you are going to inhale one of these Essence of the Wind. And... I'm tempted. This guy did not cast any spells last time. I wasn't paying attention, didn't even realize that he was a mage. I can get a hit in on one of these dudes, or I can go over and force him to move. I think that that's more valuable, because we don't know what spells he has. So I'm going to stay on top of him, because he's also not going to get hit by the lightning bolts. And you know what? Another advantage of this Lightning Storm spell is actually that, see, he's out of stamina. But we can rest and regain because it's like he's casting a spell every turn. So even if we do nothing but rest for the rest of the battle with Aren, he is still doing something useful. So that's actually a really good idea. Oof, okay, now we're in it. Now we're in it. Now he's getting hit. Great. Okay, you know what? This is for last time, you jerk. You don't get away. 2 down. Okay, rest some more. We know this guy's been hit. Let's hit him. Big oof, but still. Can you get over there? Oh, he can. Okay. I don't think... Oh, he can hit him. Oh, well then. No survivors. Yeah, it seems like every time it becomes Aren's turn. That could be a strategy if that's the case. Yeah, every time that it goes back to Aren's turn is when the lightning strikes. So, Essence of the Wind may be the way to go here, actually. There we go. I'm just going to rest to let the lightning kill them. Awesome. What a good spell. Okay, his melee went up. His scouting went up a point. Very nice. Spellcasting went up 1. And good. Yes, his area went up as well. His electricity, of course, is maxed. No. I want to click there. There we go. Okay. Well, it's dark, so let's just go ahead and doodly. Now, what do you jerks have? Anything? Not much. But they still have something. The problem is we would have to leave something, but we can do it. I think that the shop back there bought armor. I'm pretty certain. I don't know if they would buy these shields or these long swords. Let me go ahead while I'm thinking about it. We need to repair anyway. Really? Oh, that's right, because I loaded it and he didn't get hit this time. Not bad. Okay, well, once again, between streams, I can take care of this, so... Yeah, the leather armor is worth a lot. Like, the jerkins are not worth much, but the actual armor is worth quite a bit. And, yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't mean a whole lot in this game, because I thought at first that, like, anything that they sold, they would also buy, until we ran across, like, several shops in a row where they would sell, like, you know, long swords, but wouldn't buy long swords or something. Yeah, no, I think we've got, what? We have 100 burlas. So... no, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll just run back and forth real quick here. We'll grab all this armor at least and see if they will buy just that. And I'm going to make enough room to take, like, a sword, in the hopes that perhaps they will buy the swords as well. And then we'll come back and pick up our stuff. Can you pick up a sword? Yes. Okay. Excellent. Alright, it's just a hop, a skip, and a jump. So let's see, because we have some money on us, but I don't want to go to the next town and find something like this guy over here who taught us a bunch of magic for 400 burlas, and we only have 100. So we're back to a point where money is kind of an important issue now, suddenly. Okay. Good. He will at least buy this, and that's going to make me feel a lot better, because that's going to be 225 right there. Now, will you also buy this sword? No. Okay. Well, that is definitely better than nothing, especially for such a short trip. So let's head back over. I will redeposit this sword, and we will pick up our other meaningful items, and then go along our way. What? I saw those masliths up ahead, but I thought they were dead. I thought they were the ones we already fought. Okay. Oh! Hey! We learned Tortoise Bind. Okay, cool. Another new spell. Targets any enemy, so that means... Oh, good, good, good. It's just like this one where it doesn't have to be line of sight. Halves the target's speed and range and reduces melee and defense by 25%. Okay, so it has a base cost of 5 stamina and lasts for 1 phase, but yeah, for every 1 stamina that you spend on it, it goes up by another phase up to 12. Okay, cool. Well, very cool. Very neat. Alright, well, let's see here. Lightning Storm, unfortunately, isn't going to work on Nazliths, so... Crunchy potatoes. I was hoping William could get over there and get that one, but I guess it was not to be. Yeah, they're about to be crispy roast potatoes. Oh good, they left. Okay, well, that's awesome because if they're going to do that, they're not hurting him right now. Okay, well, let's just keep doing Hotfoot then. Let's see here. I don't necessarily want them to move, and this is basically target practice, so... Damn it, Aren. It's the only damage he's taken was from friendly fire. Literally. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did miss and hit William. Oh my goodness gracious. But see, that's why he needs the practice. Lol. Well, that's alright. That's okay. Well, that was a bad miss. Maybe you just need to come up and swing. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you need to stay back where you are. Gracious. That attracted all kinds of the wrong attention. All I want to do is see you turn into a little scorch mark. A little scorch mark. All I want to be is someone who gets to see you as a little scorch mark. Almost got him. They don't have anything anyway, so if that one wants to run, then my feelings aren't hurt. There we go. Okay. Goodness gracious. How we missed that? Now I don't know. Is it because we went around the last time, I guess? So wait a minute. So there's that other ambush. Okay, we need to get over here and get our stuff. Yeah, here we go. We can't leave the spooky chicken stick. And we certainly cannot leave wide potion. Okay, there we go. Grab all of these delicious elixirs. Excellent. And then we will camp. Camp for our lives. Let me do a real quick save. Now, where are we? Okay. So we've been down there, because I remember crossing that and commenting on it being another path. Yes, I will definitely repair. Thank you. Thank you for keeping on top of that. Because this time... Did Aren get hit this time? Yes, he did. Oh, gosh. Gosh, he's got that up to 100%. Wowee. Hey, and repair went up. Nice. Very nice. Is that what it does? Because I wondered about that. We still have not exactly figured it out. Oh, good. Fire went up by 2. And movement went up. Nice. So we need to research another spell. Damage, cause, range. Let's go ahead and grab Emulsify because we know what it does. And then we can get Swarm next. Maybe that is what it does. Oh, more Masliths. Okay. What spell shall we cast? Let's go ahead and get in another Hotfoot. while William is not in the way. Very nice. Now listen. Leave Aren alone. He's just a little guy. He doesn't have any hit points. He's just a little guy. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we'll get some of that stamina back. I cannot believe how much more powerful these things have gotten compared to, like, earlier in the game when we first encountered them. Because, I mean, they were still dangerous, but the fact that when they hit us now they do so much more damage than they did is kind of wild. Because it's understandable for things like the bandits and the mercenaries, right? And the shepherds. Because they're people, so you know that when they die, they're going to drop, you know, plate armor and broadswords because their equipment is scaling along with the game. But, like, how does a lizard level up, though? Is the question. Alright, there's bound to be something interesting down here among these rocks somewhere. I thought we'd already explored all this, though, frankly. Yeah, we did. Oh, wait a minute. That's why we're finding encounters up here. Is because we went along, like, the wall and stuff where the rocks and things were, and we didn't go along the road. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do... Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot to leave that stupid sword. We don't have anywhere to save it, or to sell it, rather. And I carried it with me because I forgot William had anything. Here we go. Just... Thank you. Thank you, corpse friends. You hang on to that for us. Okay, so let's see here. If we rest right now, hours to heal, 30. Let's put on the Circlet of Synedrin. Hours to heal, still 30. Let me close out and go back in, and... Okay, no, it still hasn't recalculated. I don't know. It has to have something to do with healing, though, right? It's gotta. It's gotta. I just don't know what. Oh, good, his melee went up. And we learned another spell. Good. Water resist, all this stuff is going up. Excellent. So now we should have Emulsify, and now we'll learn Swarm as well. Yeah, you know, treasure chest, treasure stomach, treasure shoulder blades. I'm not picky. It's entirely possible because, I mean, we know that there are known glitches. Right? I literally had to go out and reprogram the game temporarily in order to reach that one temple. You're right. So it's entirely possible that the circlet just meant to do something and it's just not active, or it may be screwed up in this version. We'll find out. Yeah, because haggling is also bugged. Okay. Tell you what. There we go. Emulsify. Oh, look at that. I love that icon. I love that animation. Bloop, bloop. Because, of course, to emulsify means to, like, melt something, to liquefy it, kind of to make it soften. So, okay. Enemy in line of sight. Damage 20 points for 10 stamina. Crumbles target's bones, reducing defense by 20% until target's next action. Huh. And so for every stamina you spend, the damage goes up by 2. Now, when they used it on us, I was pretty sure that it dealt damage over multiple turns. But maybe it didn't. Huh. I thought it was a dot. But that makes sense, too. Like, that still explains why it was a lasting effect. So they hit us with it, and then the animation kind of stuck to us to show that we had a debuff on. So, well, let's give it a shot. A swing and a miss. Okay. Alright, so that one is going to be one that can miss, which means we have to be careful because it will also be able to hit friendly targets. So given what it does, I'm not going to shoot it again and chance hitting William where we just hit him with Hot Foot. Instead, I'm gonna cast Armor Light on him. Oh boy. You stop that. Well, it's like I said, I mean, if they want to run, who cares? The only thing these things are good for is actually practicing your skills on, like grinding melee and defense. Also, I don't want to jinx us, because I don't want to speak evil into the world, but these things have not spit poison at us in quite some time, and I'm not complaining. Just so the gaming gods, just so Aren Jesus knows, like, it's not a request. Yeah, that's, like, whoopsie. I scorched you a bit as this went past, is one thing. But, like, oh no, I turned all of your bones to jelly? Like, if you're gonna turn my bones to jelly, do it with a lap dance, not with high sorcery. Aren Jesus is always listening, which is why I want to be explicit. That, like, this is not a complaint or a request. It's just an observation. Okay. Well, hey, his defense went up. So, like, I'm not mad about that. Oh, good. And damage went up. Self and ally went up. Say. And we learned the swarm spell. Okay, cool. I still want confirmation of what Spelunker Star does. Although I'm pretty sure, I feel like I know now that our guess is confirmed based on the map icon. Gosh, I've spent way too long in this one area, but the fights sometimes take a long time. Well, I'm not going to blame it on this game's combat, like I haven't been crisscrossing the empty wilderness in search of free-range treasure chests. Speaking of which, where does this path go? Oh, that's weird. This is, like, very ominous. Okay, there is a treasure chest here, though. There's just kind of a weird back road through the woods. Okay. Medium locked normal chest, no obvious traps. Then, Ring of Welcoming. Come on. There we go. First try. Oh boy. Another Grulf bow. Yeah, see, that was my fear. I looked at that and was like, there will be monsters here. And Corrosive Arrows. Yeah, this is the one that damages armor and shield and deals acid damage. That's really cool, but he's not shooting anything, so I'm actually going to leave those here, as much as I hate to. Instead of taking them, I am just going to mark that this has treasure in it, and then we are just going to leave it. Because Corrosive Arrows are really cool. Any kind of...
Does it seem awfully quiet all of a sudden? We should be cautious.
See, you called it. We knew. We knew. Hey, but we sniffed it out, though. Oh, it's time for everybody's favorite new spell, Swarm. What does this do? 4 points distributed randomly among all targets. Summons a swarm of biting, stinging insects to surround the caster. Oh, and look at this. I think this might be our first spell that it actually doesn't skip dots. It goes all the way around. Every one of these little pips or gems is lit up. 8 points. 12, 16. Okay, so it said this is a quadruple return. Yes, this is the bees spell. It's like that gif of Oprah. Bees! Just bees! Okay, so, yeah, 9 is 36. If I spend 17, it's 68. 26 times 4 is 104. Okay, yeah. For whoa! That's a lot of damage. So this is now our most heavily damaging spell. Okay, but it says to surround the caster, but it's an AoE, so... How does this work? Let's try it. Okay, maximum effort. That's what I was afraid of! Oh no! That's exactly... Yes, that's what we just found out. That's... Oh no. I'm so sorry, William. Yeah, it does say targets and not enemies. Ooh. Ooh, girl. Oh boy. He'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so... That is a really good spell. That is a really good spell. That is your whoopsie doodles, the spellcaster has been surrounded spell. Now, it's gonna be a little less useful than I would like, because if Aren is threatened, of course, if he is in the control zone of an enemy, he won't be able to cast it. But what that does mean is that if, like, there's one guy standing next to us, like right here, and William turns him away, then we could just drop 120 damage on that guy, and there's no mischance, there's no failure. So unless you have a defensive spell on, you're just screwed, because nobody has 120 hit points. So... Yes, enemies had best beware. Oh, we have fun. We have fun. Get back here. Okay, so that's a really good spell. Much like most of his spells, we are going to have to use that very tactically. We're going to have to deliberately create openings, but, like, that's a boss-killing spell, because you saw how it just took William out in one shot. So it's also really great for, you know, if there are multiple enemies and, like, maybe several of them are at low or middling health, and then you can just drop a swarm spell on them and finish them off in a big way. Speaking of finishing people off. No survivors, I said. Okay. Well. Oh good, because we have been resting so much that we needed the rations. Oh my goodness, 14 rations too. That's 2 weeks of food for both of them. And we will now spend all of those 2 weeks, like, sleeping in the woods. Put down a sack marker. And you know we've got to cut across here and go back that way. But not before we rest. Okay, anything over here? Not really. We'll explore that other area, like down there a little more thoroughly when we head that way, because this is going to go up towards Teal and Everton. That's going to go to Durst. So when we come back and head to Durst, we will explore that area more thoroughly. Anything back here? Any ambushes? No? Okay. Cool. Very cool. Y'all, I'm excited. I am hype for these spells. This is great. Like, okay, Aren has been doing well for a long time, and I'm not going to shit on him for, like, being an apprentice wizard or whatever. Definitely not. He has been the most useful party member, except maybe for Kaylin. And in combination, the three of them, like, with his magic and stuff to back them up, as we have figured out how to use him properly, he has gotten so powerful. But now he really feels like an actual wizard. Like, the lightning bolt is great, but lightning storm is really good. So the only thing we don't have now is like a fireball. We need something that when you throw it at an enemy and it hits them, it explodes and damages everyone in the surrounding hexes. That's what we still don't have. Okay. Which way are we going? Do y'all want to go to Teal first, or do you want to go to Everton? Because, of course, we're going to go to all of these places, but this one is kind of like in this little L crook, sort of like Legano down here, where it's in the middle of a bunch of other places, and it's easy to go around here, and then you have to come back and, like, backtrack. So do you want to go to Everton and then Teal? And then we'll kind of, like, maybe we can loop around this way? Or do you want to go to Teal first and then Ilona and Berlin and like, around that direction? I'm trying to remember, which town was it where that druid, like Naomi or whatever her name was, wanted us to take stuff to her friend? Everton and Luke. Yeah, we can do that. I think I was thinking that it was Teal that she wanted us to take stuff to. Maybe it was Ilona, and she mentioned that Teal was on the way. So, okay, either way, yeah, let's go to Everton first, because I see some shepherds blocking the road up there. Now, of course, just because we don't see anybody blocking the road down here doesn't mean that there isn't anybody. Ah, in fact, are those trees? Are they something else? Let's follow this path up here, because there is a treasure chest. What else? Masoliths? No, okay, it's just a connector road. Still. Ooh. Another beat puzzle. Okay. One black bead. And we start with one of every other color. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Let's see. Yes, that's kind of how I do it in my head. Like, this would be like, white, yellow, blue, sort of. So, let's see. If I do... Okay, if I do a green one to get a red, white, and yellow. And then... okay. We need to be... Yes. Yeah, we're going to need red. And we're going to need to wind up with nothing. Like, we need to end with a blue, yellow, and white, so that then when we turn those in, we get a black. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay. Green. And then let's get rid of the blue one and a white one. That's going to give us red and green, right? Okay. So then if we get rid of the green one, we will have 4 reds. Then we trade in the 4 reds for an orange. Then we trade in the orange and the 2 yellows and a white for blue. And then blue, yellow, white gives us black. There we go. Ha-ha! Okay. Very nice. A sapphire. A bracelet. And some more Abrida's conduit. Okay, so this was a rare potion, but now we have a lot of it, so I'm going to start sucking it down like Sen water. Let me save this here. I'm feeling pretty good about these bead puzzles. I like color matching puzzles. I'm good at those. Pattern recognition is one of my stronger areas. Okay, see, I knew. Now, of course, I was not seeing them yet. I was only seeing trees because they had not spawned into the world, but, like, I still knew. Another chest. Okay. I don't know why I do that, because it auto-saves, like, before you go into combat. Creeping up on them to try and... Yes, let's surprise them. Aw, dang it, William. Usually it's Aren. Okay. Lightning storm. I see a mage over there, and I don't like it. Ooh, yeah, not good. I do too. I like those. I do kind of miss the, like the rotating tumbler riddle puzzles from Betrayal at Krondor, but the lever puzzles are an excellent, like, trade out. Okay, these guys are going to get taken care of, so what do we have on us? Tortoise bind. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just drink 5 of those. And take an Abrida's conduit. And... let's see here. What's gonna hurt you worst? I'm gonna guess, honestly, it might be the Unseeing Eye. Maybe. Can't cast it on that guy. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Oh, wow. He must be wearing metal armor. He must be wearing metal armor. Oh, hey. You know what? Do y'all know what? Oh, yes. See, before, we were not able to target mages with lightning bolt because they were wearing leather armor and had wooden staves. And everyone else, we were targeting them based on their weapons. Even though they had leather armor, they were carrying metal swords. So this is the price that our enemies pay for equipping that plate mail and that chain mail. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think that this is going to be... We're going to do a blazing barricade here. I'm going to stick to... Let's do 10 phases. Okay, he really wants Tortoise Bind on Aren, and that's fine. I legit don't care. Aren's not... He's not moving anyway. What is that weird delay? Yes, I can. Well, I can shove him back, like, into the fire, which I have done before. I don't know if I can shove him, like, into that wizard. What I'm going to have to do right now, though, is hit this guy. Oh, that dude is out. Dang it. Okay. Well, then we need one of these. Sometimes they do shield block, but usually it comes up and it shows the shield icon. So that's why I was kind of confused. Oof. Okay, we need to... Dang it. We've got to protect William. This is not going as well as I thought. Okay, this guy's been more damaged, so let's try and finish him out. This lightning storm spell really does make a big difference. Okay, if you're gonna try and run... There we go. Love to see it. Okay, you come over here, Aren, now that you're no longer tortoise bound. That guy's gonna follow, that's fine. Okay, now we'll concentrate on him. Oh, he got away. Dang it. Oh, really? After all that? Okay. Well, I hate that, but I'm gonna take it. Oh, that sucks though, because look at that. All of them were probably wearing a breastplate. That really sucks. But I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Locked normal chest. Okay, you know, I'm gonna rest first because there is no reason for his lockpicking to be that low. Whee! There we go. And now, oh, he still has the Ring of Welcoming on. Oh, I forgot to take that off. That might actually be why we botched the ambush. Man, that was a good fight. I hate that they got away, but that was a good fight. Okay, Ring of Welcoming. First try. Hey, look at this. Flaming arrows. Ooh, William was tempted to disassemble the firebrand to discover exactly what made it burst into flame on impact, but he doubted he'd be able to reassemble it, and didn't want to waste a valuable resource. The thought of it blowing up in his face wasn't pleasant either. Okay, -5 to accuracy like with the Corrosive Arrows, but 10 damage, plus 5 to 15 fire damage. Also very cool. Very cool indeed. Okay, let me put that back on. We can come back for those if we want them. Phew, but first let's get into Everton and hope that they have an inn and someplace to buy send water. Goodness gracious. Okay, the inn first. Anyone interesting here? Okay, this is a gambler. Any free stuff lying around?
Well, the taker's daughter's a beauty true, and her skin's as white as milk. And her hair is woven all through with gold, and her gowns are made from silk. But the farmer girl is a simpler soul, and a true and honest maid. And of all the women I've taken home, she's the only one who stayed.
Well, okay. Love it. Alright, rations and ale. I'm more interested in bed. Thank you very much. Okay. Cool. Nice. And his area is going up a lot thanks to that lightning storm spell. Movement is going up. Awesome. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Check it out. We unlocked another spell. Oh, maybe two, because there are 4 lit up. Charm and magic are lit up for the first time. Self and ally. Oh, it's two spells because charm just went dark. Okay, self or ally, magic, and resist gives us Cloak of the Magi. Or self, ally, charm, and resist gives us Cogro's Filter. Perhaps a mental status effect resisting spell? Let's do Cloak of the Magi first, I think. Very nice. You love to see it. Now, there's got to be a shop. There it is. I'm going to head there first, and let's see what they will buy and sell. Okay, it looks like an armor and weapon store. No freebies? Really? No assistance for the downtrodden? What are you, a Republican Congress? Yeah, they really are. And I appreciate it. I'm loving it. Okay, after a few minutes, the shopkeeper trotted out to greet his customers. Sorry to keep you waiting, good folk, but things are all at 6s and 7s just now. My assistant, or should I say my ex-assistant, has left me. It's only just now that I've discovered she took a great deal of my stock with her. I knew I never should have hired a relative. Wow, okay. Soldier's Paradise. But importantly, he buys armor and swords. So we finally have somewhere to sell all of that crap. And we can buy some send water. Thank goodness, because that's what we really need. Oh, hey! I'll cut you a deal. Instead of 70, I'll let you have it for 69 burlas. And William said, nice. God. Okay, there we go. We do love when the haggling skill goes up, though. Alright. Okay, well, looks like we might have another little side quest on our hands, then. Cool. Well, I feel like we didn't cover a lot of ground in this episode, but we did cover a lot of game, and that makes me just as happy. Y'all know that I always have a blast exploring these new areas in Antara with you. So, I think I'm going to head back, do a little inventory shuffling, grab some of that stuff that we left behind and bring it over here and sell it to this guy. And then when we come back for the next episode, we will explore Everton and we'll kind of start our loop around and see what else there is to enjoy in this area. But I think for now, this is going to be the end of this stream. So I want to thank you all for joining me. Make sure that you go over and like this video on YouTube as well. If you're not already following and subscribed here, please do. And follow me over on YouTube. And you can find the whole playlist there in case you've missed any and want to catch up, as well as my other games. And make sure that you let me know on Twitter, Facebook, or Pillow Fort, like, you know, how you're enjoying the series, what you think, if I missed anything that I should go back and get. Your comments have been so helpful. I cannot tell you how much good advice y'all have given me in the YouTube comments and stuff like that, and I really do appreciate it. So keep it coming. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure, too, that you let me know what turn-based strategy game you want to see for the Thursday series when we return on that day on December 31st with a new game. And I'll catch you back for more Betrayal in Antara on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. And until then, as always, thanks for playing.